Hey folks, it's Joe here. Just gonna keep everybody abreast on the point at where I am on the ship right now. I've got a lot of work in this past week. This weekend was pretty productive. Um, I'm gonna go over this with you. I'm really proud of the way this is coming out. I got to tell you, for only my third ship and a hard one like this, it's pretty darn good. So anyway, let's just go over a little bit of it. This is what I ended up getting done so far. Up in the front here, up in the bow. See if we can turn that and let you see a little bit. These, let's call them shims, are installed in both sides. They're all sanded down. It doesn't look like that on the camera for sure. It looks like it's all filled with garbage, but it's nice and smooth. That is ready to go. Over here, was the stern and stern area where I was getting ready to put the deck in, and I had a little bit of shimming to do. This piece right here, let me move that for you right there. We talked about this piece not being in the instructions, but however, this piece on top was not here at all. When I put the deck on top, it was just a wide open gap. I looked further up in the instructions. I couldn't find anything that was supposed to be there. So I just cut a piece from left over. We have plenty of wood left over on the runners in this kit, that's for sure. So anyway, we got both pieces in there. They have the little corner spouts in them, and everything is looking fine there. And again, added some shims right here. So when the deck goes on there, it's going to be a really good fit. And then preparing that stern area to accept the lumber. So what we'll do is I just want to get into first the method that I use to get at where I am with the deck right now. I've decided to go with the teak stain. Here's the teak stain here. This is a Amazon item. You can't beat it. You 9 o'clock at night, and then tomorrow morning it's in the door already. So this stain was about the only small one I found in teak. A lot of big gallon things, but I didn't want that. So as you can see, this ship model is a different color, and I'm just going to grab something in a minute and put it against here. That's before and after as far as the staining goes. This is before and after as far as the staining goes. So you can see there's quite a bit there that we'll be getting to. But anyway, what we're going to do here is what I did was I started off by sanding everything, getting everything prepared. It was a little bit of a pain in the neck under there, but that's what I said. I jumped the gun. I was all excited about doing stuff. I jumped the gun. So that was a little bit difficult, but everything that you're going to see just fine. There was a piece right here that came overcut. They're there. They hardly show now with the stain in them. But what I did was after I sanded everything, I went ahead and I made a wash out of some black acrylic paint and some water. And I just painted the entire deck surfaces, all 4 deck surfaces with that. I let it, as you guys can see, what I did was I taped these from the back just so it would be easy. And by doing this, you can see all of the black in between, which would resemble the caulking. And then you can see the actual color itself, the teak itself that is settled on. I love this color. So it doesn't look as good on camera as it does there. So after everything was dark, sanded away, I then went ahead and I painted, I really sanded it away so that all you've seen is some black nail heads and different, I wanted that to look weathered. I've never did a ship where I've painted it weathered. Out of the other 2, they just look like brand new, like the day they were delivered from the ship factory. But this one here, I wanted to weather. I wanted to make it look a little better. Some of the people at work, Alex does amazing jobs with the weathering. Haven't seen him around a while. His job, I guess, is taking the best of it. And so, and then there was Home Harbor. Unfortunately, we haven't seen him, but he did need a break. He said so, and he answered one of my posts the other day, so we know he's alive and kicking. So anyway, I sanded that down really good, all 4 decks, and then I gave it a nice coat of the teak. I let that dry, rubbed it out a little bit, put a second coat in the teak, and I got to tell you, it's just amazing. And what I'm going to do, just so you can see and get an idea, I'm just going to stick that in there. It's not going to be perfect, you know. I'm just sticking it in so you can see. Just so you can see what it's going to look like. Again, these are just placed in there, just so you can get an idea of what the decking looks like, how the colors are going to work out together. But that's a pretty good assessment of it. Everything fits in there good. Really happy with it. Like I was saying, this to me is fantastic. But yeah, I can't wait to get these assembled. It's coming up, but I'm hoping that these show as well in the camera as they appear in real life. But there's the 3 of them, and they'll be getting placed on very soon. So another thing that we wanted to talk about was when Vance was working on him, he had a little bit of a hard time in the stern area, as did I. However, we're gonna show that right now. But this is how the stern came out. Hopefully you can see it okay. Right, there you go. There's the top section. And then we're going to go up in the bottom, and there's the bottom. You can see, hopefully. And if you look real close, right inside this area, on both sides and coming down along the keel, there's a very small shim. That was something that Vance had noticed. He told everybody in his video, I believe it was video 1 or 2, that, hey, folks, you know, these don't fit right. You do need to shim it. And as you can see, you do need to shim it. But that's okay, because it's just a minor little thing. Again, like I said, you have plenty of wood runner pieces. I just selected one that looked good, filed it down, and there you go. So I think the back of this is also coming out really well. Love it. Things are going good. My next thing after I put in the decking that we were talking about is then I'm going to jump ahead. I'm not going to work on all the bow stuff up in the front and the back, and then the back and the stern. I'm going to start planking it, and that was due to the advice of Van. He's like, you know, planking this all up is best, because where it meets up underneath this area and comes up, you really could use that extra leeway in there. Same with the, put it in here, same with the bow. Same with the bow. You want to get this all taken care of and smooth before you start trying to assemble a top on there. So that's where my next start is going to be. My next thing's going to be, and that's the decking. Excuse me. Right after the decking is going to be all the bow, stern, and all the side planking. I'm anxious to get it in that planking, but just letting this around, you can see this ship is a gorgeous ship. Just the lines of it alone. And I'm much more excited just to be able to turn around and you know, just to see what this is going to look like after it's done. I think it's going to be amazing. So with that, that's another day that we wrap up over there. Again, we got the decks all finished as far as prepare on them. They're stained. I didn't put any varnish on anything. Probably going to use a satin, but we'll see. And yeah, looks like it's ready to go. Everything is looking good on this. And that's that. So hope you guys had a great weekend. I had a good one. The grandchildren came over and stayed for a couple days. That's always fun. So everybody have a great week. I'm going to start working on this here again, and have a good one, folks. Thanks.